Welcome to the grand final of Season 3 of Spectacular Quiztacular. Can you believe it? Season 3 final! What's going on? This background image, I don't think my software likes it getting a sorry love, but I picked it anyway. But I'm kind of hologrammatic still through your shirt. I can't seem to get it right. No matter where I sit, I look like an hologram. Anyway. I just think of it as like a Star Wars communication thing. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. My sons are dope.
Which one though? Don't answer that.
No, I'm not going to answer that. Right, who's in? Robbo's in. You've been in since about 7 o'clock, haven't you, Robbo? You've been in hours, haven't you? Been in ages, haven't you? Christine and Alistair, hello for Bentos Club. John's had a for Bentos, good man. Hello, Christine. Hello, Wonkies. Hello, Claire. Auntie Joyce can't make it tonight. She's got a bit of a headache. So she won't be playing. And neither will Joe Gillett Smith. She's messaged as well. She can't play. I realise you can't see the text on the YouTube chat because of the what's it, Bob? So, yeah. The background image. So I'll just change it to that one instead. That might look a bit better now when somebody talks. But yeah, hello Claire in London. Hope you're well. Have you landed where you are yet, love? Oh dear. Right, it's a big one tonight. We've got a lot to get through tonight. So we can't mess about too much, but I can't see how many are in at the minute because my Streamlabs isn't showing up right. Hello, Shelwyn. Hello.
Says 10 watching.
Says 10 watching. Yeah, Streamlabs and YouTube aren't talking to each other again. This happens every now and again. Streamlabs, the software I use, it doesn't talk to YouTube very well. It's more aimed at Twitch, but I don't use Twitch. But this is the best software available. So, hello, Michelle. Are you ready to win? Sorry. Right, you see that up there? Right there. That's how much you lot have contributed to this prize fund. Wasn't expecting that much. 20 quid was tops. And you've so far given us 54 quid.
And 50 pence.
And 50 pence. That's banging. Really, 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 really good, you guys. Thank you very much. We'll talk about prizes in a few minutes. Oh God, I'm on the telly. Yeah, that up there is how much we've got. It's £54.50 for the prize fund. That's just... 20 quid I was thinking. I didn't expect 50 bloody quid. Ridiculous. Too generous. Thank you. Thank you for that. What else we got to talk about, Bex, today? What else we got to mention? Do you remember?
No. I don't know.
I usually have this lot written down and I ain't bothered today.
We've got an extra long bonus round.
We have. We're going to give you about 10 minutes for the bonus round, we think, because it's a 25. Because it's the final. It's a 25-pointer. So 35 points on offer tonight. I know. Good, isn't it? 35 points. Hang on a minute. Can I add up? No. 45 points. 45 points on offer. God, my maths is shit. My head's just not working tonight. 45 points on offer tonight. So things could dramatically change. It's very tight at the top of the scoreboard, I will admit, guys. I'm going to take all the gubbins out earlier for the quizzy bit that goes there. Yeah, it's like mass. I was like, I didn't realise it was this tight because I don't see the adding uppy bits. That's always Rebecca. You will get a reminder of the table in a few minutes, Robbo. Hang in there, pal. Hang in there. Just hold yosses. Eat your pie and hold yosses. Oh, just got invited to a raid battle from. Does anyone play? All you lot. If you don't play Pokemon Go, play Pokemon Go. It's dead good. I just got invited to a raid battle, and Bradders knows I'm on the quiz now. It's 8 o'clock. Don't invite me on a raid battle. Anyway, 12 in.
Robbo asked if Kelly's in. Kelly ain't been in for a good few weeks.
He messaged me to say she's going to be back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's not been well.
I'll be excited for that.
We have got the table. Do you have the table up there, Bex?
Yeah.
Coolio. Are you got it in front of you right now?
Yeah.
Do you want to give a sneak preview, or do you want to, or should we just wait and see?
It depends. I mean, there's everything to play for. If I tell you that between number 1 and, let me have a look. Number 1 and number 1 and number 8. There's only like 17 points in it.
Jesus. Has anyone seen Gainer? She needs to be in for this as well, because she's well in with a shot.
And it's very, very tight in the middle of the pack. So anyone who has a blinder today has got a shot at prize. So we've got 7 points between number 1 and number 2. And then we've got 2 points between number 2 and number 3. And then 1 point between the rest.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
It's so tight. Honest to God, this is probably the closest one we've had for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 So, has anyone seen Gainer? Is Gainer in?
Don't know.
You thought Gainer was way off the pace. No. John, you put us angle brackets. Don't put them in, because look, it shows up like that. Like that, look. You can't put the angle brackets in. It doesn't work on here, sorry, pal. Could all come down to the bonus. Yeah, it's like I say, it's a 25-point bonus this week.
This is why we do it.
This is why we do
it. So everyone's got a chance at glory.
Oh yeah, like my mug.
You had that last week, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Good, isn't it?
I'm sure you've had it on a quiz.
I know, I think you have as well, but I like that mug. That's my favourite mug. Actually, it's that one, the Mario one I got off Darren. Who's not in here. Hi, Auntie Jan. How are you today? Yeah, that one, the one I got off Darren, and the coffee cup. Do you know the one?
Yeah, because it's mine.
Yeah, it's off you, don't I?
Actually, it was a thank you gift for somebody who worked for me who left, and you stole it.
Wow, sorry. Hi, Auntie Janet. How are you today, my love? Are you all right? Hope you're well. I've just been explaining to the rest of the guys who are in English. It's a 25-point bonus this week, so we're looking at 45 points on offer, and it is so tight, it is ridiculous. If you've got Ben there, that'll be useful. Join forces with Ben. If not, text Ben, ring Ben, steal Ben, kidnap Ben, stick him up your jumper or something. Stick Ben up your jumper, because Gainer's in. There we go. We've been waiting for you, Gainer. What time you call this? 10 past bloody 8. I don't bloody know. God, taking bloody liberties you are. How are you, Gainer? You alright, my love? Hope you're well. Right. So now the gang's all here. Let me just check in that. Yeah, that's fine. Right. First things first. Like the bloody videos. Subscribe to the channel.
Don't you swear at them.
Please click like. Please click on the subscribe button. Please click the subscribe button. So there might be more. There might be more videos coming up. I don't know yet. There might be something. There might be a Q&A. There might be. I don't know. I'll think of something if I do any more videos.
If it's as riveting as your description, babe.
I know.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I might do a couple more time lapses videos. I might do some more trailers for seasons coming up, for quizzes coming up. That's what I was going to tell him. Next week's quiz. Next week's quiz was not going to be a leaderboard quiz. It's going to be just something for a bit of a laugh, innit, Bex?
It's a one-off.
It's going to be a one-off. And this is something we've been asked to do. Janet, you know about this because I told you about this yesterday, and you said, oh my God, please don't, pretty much. Next week's quiz is going to be Google Translate questions only.
But not just songs.
Not just songs, quotes from films, quotes from books, quotes from... It could be anything. Google Translate, we're going to put a lot of stuff through Google Translate. I said just schwa then, didn't I? Put a lot of stuff through Google Translate, dump it into questions for you, and have you go for it. All right. It's not going to be on the prize fund won't count, but I'll still be taking the season 4 contributions next week, as of next week. But all of that's some of that's going to go on prizes. I've lost it. Some of that's going to go on prizes. The rest is going to go to the NHS. And we'll talk about the prize in a minute.
Yeah.
Prizes, because there's going to be a few.
So Robbo thinks it should be a 1 point per minute deduction if you're late.
I think that's probably fair, don't you? That helps the rest of them out, doesn't it? A little bit. As she was 7 minutes late, what does that do? We'll talk about it anyway. But it's going to be Google Translate. It's not only going to be songs. There's going to be film quotes. There's going to be... We might do... title of a book. You know, or something. We don't know yet, but it'll be Google Translate. And it'll be a good laugh. And it'll only be fun. There won't be any pressure to answer the questions right. There might be a tiebreaker. It probably won't be a tiebreaker because it's mid-season friendly, as you say, John. Then week after that will be week off for the bank holiday.
Yeah.
And then the next quiz after that will be, the next season 4 start will be, so 22nd, is that 29th? 5th of September. Is that right, Bex? I think that's right, isn't it?
I don't know. We'll double check.
Be around 5th of September.
The key thing is, bonus quiz next week.
Yes.
Break the week after.
Yeah.
Back the week after that.
Yes.
So we'll try not to make them as jumbled as they have been, these translations.
Yeah.
Because they are pretty solid if you do it enough time.
Yeah, I mean, what we tend to do is we tend to go out of Latin, out of the Latin construct. A lot of the European languages are based around Latin. So I tend to go out of Latin into something like Chinese, Cyrillic, whatever, Cyrillic, some of the African languages, whatever. And then through like 3 or 4 of them that are completely different. And then go back into English from, say, Urdu, or from Swahili, or into English from Samoan. You know, and it just completely messes it up. It's brilliant. Some of the answers, some of them come out really, really funny. Like the one we did for AC/DC the other week. That was brilliant. The American ass. I still think that's that one. That was that came out really, really well. The one for this week's come out pretty good as well, which I'm really pleased about. So, anyway, without further ado, that's us caught up with the next couple of weeks. Let's go to the question cam. So I know that's all you really want me for, and it is me questions. It's not for me personality, me sort of good looks, me shirts, me sunglasses, or me whatever. It's me questions, and it's just them bits up there.
The enthralling banter is what
I know,
keeps me
it's
here.
not the bants. Anyway, how to play, dead easy. Answers, pen and piece of paper. You all know this by now, don't you? Pen and piece of paper. You're going to need a lot of paper, because as I can say, because there are 45 points on offer tonight. 45 points on offer. Yeah, because it's 25 point bonus round. 20 questions plus 25 point bonus round. The end of the quiz, we can put how many you got in the comment section in the YouTube or on Facebook. Now, what I will say, I notice a few of you are putting your scores in before the bonus round scores. Please wait and add your bump. Hand us everything, because when I go through the chat, I look for the scores at the end, and every now and again I see the wrong one. So please only put your score in the chat after we've gone through the bonus round answers. This week's bonus round, like I say, is worth 25 points, so you're going to get about 10 minutes, we think, or thereabouts. I'm not going to put a timer up because I don't know how to do that yet. I'll have that worked out for the 4th of September, whenever it is, the 5th of September quiz. But either way, you know. Yeah, anyway. Whoever wins is the one who has the most points at the end, and when the points are added up, it'll be the winner of the season 3. And the prize for season 3 is going to be face masks.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
If there's a tie after everything's Have we got 2 tiebreakers?
We only have 1 tiebreaker, but that tiebreaker is going to be used for the big one. So if
there's no so if there's a tie, if we get to the end of the bonus round and there's 2 first places,
I'll use the tiebreaker for that.
And then what if that results in an overall tie in the
quiz?
In the overall 4 week.
Right. If there's a tie in the 4 weekly scores, the tiebreaker will count as the point.
But what if they're not the same people? We need 2 tiebreakers.
We'll have to have.
I've
only prepped 1 tiebreaker. If there's a tie with those 2 people and a tie between the quiz, we'll have those 2 prepped. We'll have those in tiebreaker as well.
I'll have a look for another tiebreaker.
Thank you, Bex. But thank you, Bex. My tiles need grouting, Rich. They're not my tiles. Now, those tiles are gainers from F-Floor. She won that last week to be the banner picture. By the way, the winner of this week still picks the banner for next week for Born Group for Original Boars. As you know, and if you're not a member of Born Group for Original Boars, join it in below. There's a link in the bibbly boo. But yeah, so winner has most points to the end. The winner of the season will win face masks. We're going to get some face masks made up, Spectacular, Quiztacular / BG4, but something like that. We'll get the design finalised next week and then out to you as quick as we can after that. There's a prize for first, second and third, and we'll throw something in for first as well, an extra thing for first and probably a smaller thing for second maybe. But probably because we've got 55 quid to play with, because you've been so good to us, so generous, and then we'll get them out to you straight away. So once we know who's won overall, drop me a DM, or I'll drop you a DM for your name and address, etc, etc, etc. We will get that sorted. But the face masks I've chosen with John in conjunction with BG4, but so it'll be Spectacular, Quiztacular / BG4 prize. Okay, cool. John, thank you for helping me find the face mask prize as well, John, mate, because you know it's a bloody minefield. Searching face masks on Google, my God, it brings up some guff. Anyway, there's some face masks you're able to get, and it's your face. I might just give someone my face. Anyway, that'll be quite fun. Anyway, right. Where's my doobly-doo? There it is. Leaderboard. You ready for this, aren't you? Look at that. Gainers in the lead with 75. Juggler Smith, she's not playing tonight. Can you believe it? She can't make it tonight. She's busy with other stuff. I'm so gutted for her because she's right in it. In second place with 67. John Robbo on 65 in third. You can win this, Robbo. Come on, mate. I'm counting on you. Fourth place, Wonky Warriors. Fifth, Claire Mitchell. Shared with Michelle Wynn. Seventh, the Freya Bentos Survivors Club. Hashtag FBSC. I'm going to call you that from now on, I think. Sarah in the Higgies, last season's winner. Unfortunately, down in number 8 because they've not played for a couple of weeks. Annie Joyce, Uncle Bob can't make it this week, but they're in 9th. And then John in 10th. John? Auntie Janet, Uncle Kev in 10th. You're doing great, guy. And honest to God, I'm really pleased with the amount of people who've been playing. It's really, really good. Sarah, I've not seen Sarah for a couple of weeks. She was off last week getting sozzled with a mate. And I've not seen her since. I think she might be in a ditch somewhere. I don't know. She'll have her feet up around her head or something. Hey, you know, she'll have her feet up in the air or something on her back singing I'm getting married in the morning or something.
You want to be careful, Rich.
She was on the gin, I think, or the body. I don't know what she said. But yeah, it's tight in it. That is really tight, Bex. That's really good. 75 points. There's not much in it. This, I mean, anyone could win it. 45 an offer. Anyone could win it. It's brilliant. I love it. Right. For the last time in season 3, have you got your pens, your pencils, your protractors? Still no angle question. We've had one now. I'm going to have to change that for season 4.
Ow.
Sorry, Becky.
You just stamped on my broken toe. Why do you hate me?
You put your foot in my way. Sorry, Beck. Sorry, darling. Here, I'll tell you what. Here. Stick your foot on that. Right. Your pens, your pencils, your protractors, your rulers, your rubbers, and your drinks at the ready. I've got my bottle of water. And my can of Fanta grape. And my cup of decaf tea. I'm on it tonight. Look at that. Right, are we ready? Question number 1. Which scientist said, however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Which scientist said, however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. That's a really good quote. I like that quote.
This is uncomfortable.
Sorry. We had a good quote last week, didn't we, on the Formula 1 coverage?
Did we?
Yeah, the thing... When they did the piece about the history of Formula 1 with with Tom.
It was It was, history is never a burden on the memory.
Yeah. History should not be a burden on the mind, or something like that.
History is never a burden on the mind.
History is never a burden on the mind. It just hit me. It sat with me throughout the full race. It was like, wow, that's that big. That means something. Anyway, question number 2. Portobello Road is a song from which 1971 movie? And if you don't get this, Janet, I'll be mostly disappointed. Portobello Road is a song from which 1971 movie? I think I first watched this at your house, actually. Believe it or not. I'm sure I first watched this at my Auntie Janet's house one day.
Oh, it sounds like a bit of nepotism going on here.
No, it was that was a genuine question in my quiz book. Mm-hmm. And it was only after I put it in, I thought, oh, now Janet will know that. You better know that. If you've got that wrong, Janet, I'm going to be annoyed.
Robbo asks, is Sarah in? We've just spent 5 minutes talking about Sarah.
Yeah, I know. I told her.
She's
She's on her back in a ditch, feet in the air, singing Waltzing Matilda. Alright, question 3. The Nintendo Famicom or NES was first released in which year? The Famicom or NES was first released in which year? I have one of these.
Famicom, interestingly, a conjunction of family computer.
It is. Yeah, did you not know that?
You looked very put out that I mentioned that. Oh, great, yeah.
Yeah. See my pictures.
Oh.
But yeah, incidentally,
I didn't know that.
Nintendo started out life as a playing card company. It's all playing cards.
Oh, Robbo, I have to apologise to Robbo since he posted that 5 minutes ago.
Where
About
yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah, that's where the joke meets. Anyway. Question 4. In which country did Spotify originate? In which country did Spotify originate? Big Spotify fan. Love Spotify.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's just, when you sat in the car and you don't have any CDs, what are you looking for the cat?
No.
And you don't have any CDs in the car or whatever, or you want to listen to a podcast on the fly, you can just say, play that, and it'll just come up on Spotify. I love it. I think it's great. Great for new releases as well, or for when you want to find new stuff, find some new music that you've not heard, you know.
Yeah, because they do those Discover playlists, don't they? When they get to know what kind of music you like.
Yeah.
Oh, you might like this.
Yeah. I mean,
quite good sometimes.
It gives me some really weird shit.
Well, yeah, you listen to some really weird stuff.
I do. Like I get like really heavy metal music, and then Gaga, because I've got a really weird playlist. Question 5: in what year, Grumble, was Pluto demoted to dwarf planet status? In what year was Pluto demoted to dwarf planet status?
Wasn't it Neil deGrasse Tyson that did that?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh, Richard.
Pluto's still a planet.
It messes up my mnemonic for remembering the
I
planets.
know, invention up.
What?
Invention up.
No, my very easy method just speeds up naming planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you get it?
Yeah. But I prefer invention up. It just rolls off the tongue.
I'm begging you, stick with invention up.
Invention up. Please, you know. Invention up.
Invention.
Invention up. Yeah. In which year was Pluto demoted to dwarf planet status? He grumbled.
No, very easy.
Actually, I quite like Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's good. His series The Cosmos was really good. Yeah.
Well, you can bugger off now.
Yeah. The name anyway, it's question 6. The first name. Which first name comes from the ancient Celtic word meaning ruler of the world? Which first name comes from the ancient Celtic word meaning ruler of the world? For some reason, I just could not read that first line.
No comment.
The whole education system's pretty good, thank you very much. Ooh, excuse me, yawny pops. This is quite jazzy music tonight, isn't it? I'm sure how loud it'll be on the stream. What about that? I ain't sure if this is anyone's first name was in the chat actually. Question 7. A flamboyance is a collective noun for which bird? A flamboyance, is a collective noun for which bird? There you go.
Do you think it suits them?
Yes. Yes, it does. Although, no, I'll say it in the answers. The joke that I just thought.
Well, I mean, birds have some great collective nouns, don't they?
A crow's a murder of crows, isn't it? A murder of crows.
I'm sure there was a thread about collective nouns.
Astelia chips of seagulls.
Steal your chips of seagulls.
Astelia chips of seagulls. I read a joke the other day about a seagull actually on Reddit. It said, it must be great to be a seagull because all you do is shout at people and nick food.
Sounds like a day at work for me.
That sounds like the life of a toddler.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah, all they do. I mean, all three of us, he sits there and growls at you and tries to steal your dinner and my laptop, as she was trying to do today. So I had to come to the table instead of working actually on my lap.
Although she has learned to kiss now, which is
She has, and it's dead cute.
if a little bit slobbery.
A lot slobbery. Oh, she learned how to climb onto the chair via the medium of your back.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a stepping stone now.
Yeah. Question 8. Which famous statue by Michelangelo, yeah, I've spelled that right, is housed in the Galleria dell'Accademia in Florence? Which famous statue by Michelangelo is housed in the Galleria dell'Accademia in Florence? If you can't hear the music, you're missing out. Can you hear the music alright?
It's like a rave in here.
Yeah, are you guys able to hear the music on the stream? Can you just say if you can or not?
Oh, it's changed very abruptly.
Yeah, it's a collection of songs from the from bensound.com.
Oh yeah.
They're really good. I really like them. He does a scheme where you're able to buy loads more. It's good. These are all the free ones. He does a thing where you're able to buy a subscription and get like a whole album's worth of rock or dance or pop or hip hop or whatever. So, to be fair, I quite like to get some more hip hop ones, some more chill hop ones. Actually, I quite like all that sort of stuff. It's quite laid back. Nah, good, you can hear it. It's not too loud though, is it, Christine? That's fine.
Right.
Should we go number 9? Question 9. In which year did Black Sabbath release Paranoid? The single and album, Paranoid. I'll turn it up a bit for you then. Is that better?
I don't want to take over your...
No. In which year did Black Sabbath release the single and album Paranoid? Incidentally, it's not the first heavy metal release.
tell people and prove how clever you are, or you could leave it for another quiz question.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I can play the first metal song.
No.
I can't actually. No, I've never learnt it. I've learnt songs by the band who did the first metal song, but I've not actually learned the first metal song. Proto metal. I think it would. You might want to say, because this is really the first real heavy metal release, but proto metal, the stuff that led up to heavy metal. I'm sorry, I'm rambling.
Yes,
I listened to a brilliant audio book about the history of heavy metal. It's so good. Fascinating genre of music, where it all came from and goes where it's going as well now. There's some really interesting stuff coming out soon, especially this year. But brand new Deftones album coming out. Anyway, shall we go to question 10? Are you ready for this? Question 10. You know what this means, don't you? Because it's been a stable question 10 for the past 6 weeks now. When the thingy works. It's Google Translate time. We the chorus. We ran the chorus of an iconic rock song with Google Translate. Who originally sang this? In the past, autumn only happened when it rained. Players love you when they're playing games. Compatriots come and go. You will know that rainwater bathes you. First, it wasn't from the Black Country, the first metal. It was from somewhere else. And I'm not going to tell you where. Because I might put it in a quiz question. In the past, autumn only happened when it rained. Players loved you when playing games. Compatriots come and go. You will know that rainwater bathes you. Who sang that? Originally sang that. There we go. That's this week's Google Translate, and you're going to get a lot of them next week. Can't wait for that. It's going to be good laughing effects.
It's going to be interesting trying to put that quiz together.
Should we start tomorrow?
No.
We'll start on Monday. Start on Monday as you think of something. You're never living that down, are you, Claire? I'll give you 30 more seconds on that one because that's quite a good one this week.
Everyone's quiet in the chat.
I know, except for John. He's too confident, I think, don't you? He's confident. Have you got Snuffy Nook with you as well?
Snuffy Nook?
No, it ain't Snuffy Nook. Smelly Nelly. Oh, Snuffy Nook, that's the cat.
No.
Smelly Nelly giving you the answers there, John.
It's not Snuffy Nook.
Oh, Snuffy Nook.
It's close, but no cigar.
Smelly Nelly. Smelly Nelly giving you the answers there, Robbo. Or trying to. Oh, got that one within seconds. Crap, I should have gone for the other one. Educated. This was a good educated guess, John. I like it. I'm still waiting for Sarah and the Higgies to sing all these.
Fluffy Nook.
Fluffy Nook. Close. Have you just said?
Just made sure that I'm right.
Fluffy Nook. Right. Question 11. Which celebrity Oscars selfie became one of the most retweeted photos of all time in 2014? Which celebrity Oscars selfie became one of the most retweeted photographs of all time in 2014?
One for you ain't done your
One for the... Oh, my English bad. Which celebrity Oscars selfie became one of the most retweeted photographs of all time in 2014? Yeah, I don't have time to proofread this. I just dump it in and go. That's why I give you the quiz to read through beforehand. And they get the gist any road. At least I hope they do.
It's this quality that keeps people coming back.
Absolutely. What happened here, innit? Oh.
No.
You know what? I'm wearing jeans on instead of shorts today.
That's where you went wrong.
I know, right? SNR's a huge fan of prawn crackers that don't go straight in the bin. You don't eat prawn crackers, John? What's wrong with you,
I
pal?
love prawn cracker. You got to scoop a bit of the rice and the
Yeah.
sauce onto the prawn cracker. And it's like a vehicle to get the extra carbs in your mouth.
It's a food vessel, absolutely. They're banging. What's wrong with you, man?
Edible food boat.
That's like a taco shell, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Edible food boat.
It's just a Chinese taco shell.
Do mate, right, ready? Question 12. The name of which condition comes from the Greek for to breathe hard? The name for which condition comes from the Greek for to breathe hard. I so hard to bloody read. The name of which condition?
Don't say that.
Okay. The name of which condition comes from the Greek to breathe hard. Thank you. I don't know why I put that 4 in. I didn't think it read right when I first read it.
Well.
Thank you. So I just slap my finger over the screen there. Can't see it.
You're getting sloppy.
Oh, I'm tough. I'm how many weeks in? 15 weeks in? 16 weeks in? I'm knackered. I need a week off already.
That's what we're supposed to be doing next week.
Your idea to do the bloody Google quiz next week.
I don't think it was.
It bloody well was.
And we can have this argument after the quiz.
It don't matter. It's fine. We'll have some fun next week, can't we? We'll have a quiet, laid-back one next week with a few people in, and I give people a taster of what we do. I'll really pimp it hard next week. John, I expect you to ban people who don't play next week.
Ban?
Boot them, whatever. Fit Kermit them just to make sure they come and play.
You're going to end up with like 6 people in the group.
Hey, there's 12 in here at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
My viewing figures are going through the roof. With the Wendy house. Anyway, question 13. Dance Away was a 1979 hit for which band? Dance Away was a 1979 hit for which band? I like this band.
Good for you.
Very good band. Got the greatest hits album.
Oh yeah.
Was it? Given to me off Ender, who decided he didn't want it anymore. So I was like, no, I love it. So stole it off him on CD.
You know.
It's upstairs, I think. Yeah, it's not in the car. It's got this song on it as well. You know this. Good on you, Robert. I always thought you had taste in music, pal. Well, yeah, yeah. I've seen some of your choices. They're pretty good. I can sing it. It'll come to me. Depends. Are you singing the right tune? Question 14. Commander Sam Vimes is a character created by which author? Commander Sam Vimes is a character created by which author? I was 81, Claire, not me. I'm not a 71 kid, I'm an 81 kid. No, 79.
There you go.
Commander Sam Vimes is a character created by which author?
What are you doing? Is this the dad dancing interlude?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Commander Sam Vimes is a character created by which author?
Alright.
Question 15. The Royal Rumble is an annual event in which sport? The Royal Rumble is an annual event in which sport? I like this sport. It's a good laugh. Bloody Fire Stick has just rebooted. Oh, Michelle! Okay, give me which ones you missed. Just let us know. We're on 15 at the minute, love. In your mind, just start pasting some in the chat box.
How are people getting on?
How are we getting on? Alright, guys.
I haven't heard from Auntie Janet in ages.
I think she's still thinking about the Potterville Road one. I think they just sat there singing it, yeah.
Uncle Kevin are just dancing around the living room. Doing a little Cockney jig.
Hey, I've seen Uncle Kev's Cockney jig.
What about Christine and Alistair? They've been quiet.
I know, I've not heard from them in ages. You were there, guys. Michelle, is your fire stick alright, love? For some reason I thought it was Claire who said that. It's not, it's Michelle.
Right, let's go.
Question 16. Which 1987 horror comedy took its name from Peter Pan? Which 87 horror comedy took its name from Peter Pan? This is a great movie as well, isn't it? I love this film. I might actually watch this film after the quiz if it's on streaming channels. Because I love it. We're still here. Oh, good. Christine's still here. That's good. I know it should pop up above my head actually before I see it down here.
Bit of a...
Michelle wins back. Have you missed any of the questions, Michelle? We're only gone 1 or 2 on. The last one was on question 15. We was just on when you crashed. We'd just gone to 15. So do you want that person in the chat? Can you slap it in the chat anyway? 15.
15.
Yeah. I'll just wait for you to do that then. I'll. Okay, thank you. Question 17. Originating in Greece, what is manuri? Originating from Greece, what is manuri? Oh, everyone's entitled to have a bad week, Christine. It's okay.
Michelle didn't need the extra question.
Oh, I'll still stuck in anyway.
No,
I asked you to put it. Is that Freya Bentos catching up with you, Christine? It must be. From a couple of weeks ago. That was a long. How long ago was that? 4 weeks. Still there. Question 18. Which famous British violinist represented Thailand at the Sochi 2014 Winter Olympics? Which famous British violinist represented Thailand at the Sochi 2014 Winter Olympics? Yeah. And that's all I'm going to go with that one for now. We'll talk about that one in a bit as well. Because that was fascinating, that one. Got a fascinating story. Oh, you were drunk last week? Oh, God. They had an off week last week, the Freya Bentos Club, because they were pished. Oh, they'd had a barbecue last week, hadn't they? Had you been to a barbecue last week or something? I remember you saying.
Claire Mitchell, Manuri, who's that fertiliser plants with?
That was so bad. Where's the one of my jokes? Bloody hell. 19. Released in 2004, which album by punk rock band Green Day was turned into a Broadway show? Question 17, please, Bet for Christine. Released in 2004, which album by punk rock band Green Day was turned into a Broadway show? And I've seen it. It's brilliant, isn't it, Beck?
Yes. And in fact, on certain occasions, I prefer the Broadway soundtrack to the original album.
Both good. What's your Green Day knowledge like, guys? Come on. I mean, I could quite happily drop the ear out. Are you singing it in your head now?
Yeah.
If you can see this, that was a better then. As she sings.
Anyway, it's all the dancing I'll be doing with my broken toe.
Question 20. The Quiztacular Stadium is shared by a football club and a rugby league club in which city? The Quiztacular Stadium is shared by a football club and a rugby league club in which city? And that is the last question of season 3. Almost the last question, because we've still got the bonus round and a tiebreaker to come.
I reckon we're going to have to give people a good 10 minutes.
I'm reckoning that. Yeah. We're getting strict on the bonus round as well this time, because it's a super bonus round. We're going to be strict on it as well.
It's the same rules as before.
Is it?
Yes, of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah. Okay.
If this isn't what people have been doing before, then people will be getting smack bottoms.
Play by the rules, or you go on. The Quiztacular Stadium is shared by a football club and rugby league club in which city? And that is your 20.
Excellent news.
Happy with those? Hope you're happy with those. We will give you 10 minutes for the bonus round, but we'll get to that in a sec. Just give you a few. I'll give another 10 seconds on this one or so.
Right.
Are you ready for this? Super bonus round. Turn your pages over because you're going to need the room. Bonus round time. It's a good one, this one. I thought this bonus round at like 3 o'clock in the morning while I was hugging Thea. Because she woke up last night. Her 4 front teeth still haven't come through, bless her. They're nearly through though. I could feel them earlier. They're nearly through, thank God.
Like you can actually see them.
Can't wait for them to come through because she's really struggling with these ones. Anyway, 10 your pages over, 1 to 25. You can only write 25 answers. You can't write 50 answers and just mark 25 out of it. No, just 25 answers, please, for this one. Are you ready for this? What are the top 25 highest grossing movies of all time in US dollars? What are the top 25 highest grossing films of all time in US dollars? Now, this is the global figure as well. It's not just in the US, this is a global figure, but it's recorded in US dollars. So, the top 25 highest grossing movies of all time in US dollars. This is an absolute bugger of a question, because I asked Becky and Evan was here earlier as well, and they got about half a dozen and then couldn't think of any more. So this is a really good one. This is a tough one.
Yeah, but to be fair, you didn't give us 10 minutes to think.
No, I didn't give you 10 minutes.
A couple of minutes.
I'm going to give you like 10 minutes. I'll still be in the chat every now and every couple of minutes or so. Let's see how you're getting on. But
yeah, basically we'll see you at 9 o'clock.
But yeah, we will effectively see you at 9 o'clock properly. I'll be back on the main cam at 9 o'clock. So with that, I'm going to go to intermission from here.
No Googling.
Any Googling, you'll be done. 25 highest grossing movies of all time, and if anybody gets 25 out of 25 without Googling, I'll be really impressed. See you in a bit. do, guys. You're right. Sorry about that one. That was a toughie, that one. So we thought we'd give you about 10 minutes on that one. Which way am I going? That way. There we go. That's right. Sorry. Camera's not straight. Camera's on the P. There we go. Hang on. Come forward a bit. There we go. Right. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. That was tough, that, wasn't it? That was good enough. Really good. Yeah, the problem is I can't use that one again. Once. But yeah. So some of you may have got a Facebook message from me. Most of you got a Facebook message or a text message from me. No Googling. But yeah. But no, this... did you like that? How did you find the questions? Alright. Oh dear. Well, Claire thinks she's got one film right. I'm on. Bex is just in the kitchen sorting herself a drink out. She'll be in a minute. There she is. But yeah, she's back. So. Are we ready to find out who's won? The face mask. Face mask and something else I've got in mind, which I'll tell you about in a minute. I'll DM them when I find out.
Okay. So your preparation gone into that, as into your question?
She's been trying to find out who does a bloody face mask at a reasonable bloody price. Any road. Let's go back to the questioning cam. Again, I didn't like that round. Nah, you see, we don't make them for you to like them though, do we? We make them just to tax you, to challenge you, and that's the point, challenging. What is that quote? Where's question number 1?
We're about to find
I'll
out.
find out in a minute, but it's very relevant. I thought it was very relevant to this quiz as well. So, are you ready for your answers? Question number 1. When it comes up, question number 1. Professor Stephen Hawking said, however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. And there's the great man in his element at Cambridge University. That's actually off their website. Yeah, in front of a chalkboard, teaching. There's not a lot that guy didn't know about, and I think if he says something like that, you can take it as, yeah. It's good in that one. If you got that one right, well done. If you didn't get one right, oh well. There we go. A few right answers coming in now. John's got the right answer. See, I like how you do the ticks in the chat, because I quite like that. But I can't keep up with them all sometimes. You've got to find the right emoji. Right, question 2. Portobello Road from Bedknobs and Broomsticks. And Auntie Janet and Uncle Kev, if you're not singing that, I'm mostly disappointed. So I'm sure you will be. I'm sure I first watched that at your house, I think. I'm sure I did. Back in a long time ago. Portobello Road from Bedknobs and Broomsticks. What a great movie. Have you seen that one, Bex? Did you remember?
Of course, I used to watch it all the time at my nan's house.
It is a kind of film you watch at your nana's house or your auntie's house, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Dead good. Question number 3. It was 1983.
Can you believe it?
On the left is the NES, on the right is the Famicom. The Famicom was released in Japan. And then...
Why are they so different? Were they supposed to be... Are you saying they're the same thing?
They are essentially the same thing. The Famicom was... The NES was like an amalgamation of the Famicom. Or the evolution of the Famicom. But it's the same... It's the same console. All the same minutes. It's the same cartridges, everything. I used to have one of those NES. I loved it. Absolutely brilliant. There was a regular version and a Mattel version though. The Mattel version had the smoother top. And was a little bit faster.
Christine Johnson says it went well with Mary Poppins, Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. Both of those things.
It absolutely did. Absolutely did.
At Nana's house.
So 83. Incidentally, the next version of the Super Nintendo was 10 years later. The Super Famicom, as it's officially known, and looks the American version and the version from Japan looks very similar to that.
Oh, Christine meant Anna Ransom was Mary Poppins.
Oh, see.
Well, I think it's probably because you watch them you know,
we
consecutively.
Yeah, one after the other. Yeah,
I used
yeah,
to watch
yeah,
it consecutively
yeah.
anyway.
Oh, Sweden.
Robbo went for 1992 for the SNES. I went. When did
No,
I
the
do?
SNES was 92. Possibly 92 or 3. My friend, I remember a kid, I was at high school when the SNES came out, and that was 93.
Oh, it's not, yeah.
When I was at, yeah, because I remember a kid when I was at high school getting one. So it was Sweden. Incidentally, the Sony PlayStation was supposed to be an add-on to the Super Nintendo. They decided to go their own way.
Oh. Well, that worked out, right?
Yeah. Well, for all parties, we ended up with the Switch, didn't we?
Everyone knowing that Spotify came out of Sweden.
I didn't.
No, me either.
Until this afternoon. Incidentally, I was listening to Spotify while, yeah. Oh, you don't have to tick yourself twice, Wonkies. I mean, 3 times, Wonkies. I mean, come on. You only get 1 point for it, not 3. Jar, remember buying the SNES in Comet. I never had the SNES of my own. I never had a SNES. I used to play with mates all the time. But yeah, that's one console I would love my own version. No, actually, one I really want is the N64. That's a console I would love to have one of those. I didn't have one. We went PlayStation route, but I would love an N64, especially now because they are.
Is it classed as a retro console?
It is retro, yeah, because of GoldenEye.
Do you feel old?
I just played GoldenEye.
I was going to ask you whether or not that was the only reason.
GoldenEye, and Ocarina of Time, I think, was on the Mario 64 as well. There's some really good games on it, but particularly GoldenEye, absolutely brilliant game. Anyway, question 5, 2006, and there's Pluto in all her glory. Incidentally, I think one of the reasons why was it's because the moon orbiting it is almost equal size as the moon Charon,
Yeah.
or Charon.
It's like a binary system, isn't it? It's not really.
Yeah.
And yeah. I remember watching a documentary about it at the time, and they were like, oh, and because the moon and Pluto, effectively they don't really orbit each other. They have this kind of weird
Elliptical.
Dual orbit thing that they didn't qualify as
No, that's right.
a moon and a planet.
John says you could easily get an N64 a few years ago. Yeah, there's a shop in town who sells them. I just haven't got around to buy one yet. So there's that place on Whitefrigate, isn't there? Who sells them? They think they have N64s there, and I've just not bought one yet. Either that or Nick Brothers. When he's not looking, I'm sure he'll sell it in a few weeks. I know he's like, I don't know if he's played it yet. Question 6, Donald. And there he is.
Jesus.
That's actually Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump. If you've not seen the Saturday Night Live sketches, Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump, absolutely brilliant. What's the flag? That is the Russian flag. Yes, on Alec Baldwin's lapel. He's very funny, so funny. But yeah, arguably the best impression of that man I've ever seen. So much better than that one. Yeah, Donald. And he fucking believes it too. Question 7. Flamingos! A flamboyant is a flamingos. Well, how are they flamboyant? When they've got the bloody food all over them.
It's not all over them. What are you talking about?
Well, they're pink because of the food they eat.
Yeah, but that's because it pigments the. Not because
I
they're
know.
smearing it.
It's not like Theo, which is eating baked beans. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's orange.
Flamboyant is a collective noun for flamingos. John, did you know that one, pal? I hope you did, because that's right up your alley, that one, I would have thought.
We love a collective noun in the balls.
We do love a collective noun in the balls, and John is rather flamboyant.
What a statement.
He thought it was too obvious to be right. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Some of these ones, when they are obvious, you do think that can't be it, but it is. Question 8. David.
I took that photo. didn't
No,
I?
I did. It's on my Google photo stream.
Yeah.
I took that photo. The picture I took.
Is this the same photo that got taken down off BG Fob?
Yes, because he's got his bits out. But as it's art, I think YouTube will allow it. But yeah, Florence That's where David is.
Smut-watched for that
It's
one.
massive as well, isn't it? It's a very tall
No,
picture.
it looks a bit small for me.
But the detail is incredible, especially on his hand. Like in his hand there, you can't really see it, but he's actually holding a stone, and you can only see it from around the back. You know, and the
And all the, like, veins.
it's all the veins and the sinew. Yeah, it's such a good statue. It's if you ever get to Florence,
But
go see it. It's amazing.
Interestingly, the proportions are all weird and wrong. Like his hands are far too big.
Yeah, and his head. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
And stuff like that. And then his I think his legs are too long.
Yeah.
So proportionally, he's not a very good human.
But
As a piece of art, it's pretty alright, isn't he?
yeah, but if honest to God, if you get a chance to go to Florence, go and see David. It's one of the most spectacular things you'll ever see. I loved it. The whole, and there's also other works as well by Michelangelo in there as well, and a few other famous artists. There's 3 or 4 others of his statues that he did in there, and a few of the test works he did as well for David as well. I mean the little side room.
Florence is great.
Florence is beautiful.
Robbo's correct. It's much better than Rome.
Yeah, Rome's nice, but Rome's dirty. Except where all the old shit is. Best way to describe it. Anyway, question 9, 1970. Doo-doo. Black Sabbath. That was really rare. I was the one singing Paranoid there, wasn't I?
No.
No, that was War Pigs. Black Sabbath. And a cracking album, absolute belter of an album. First recognised as a metal album, but there are other songs that came before it that are heavy metal. 1970. Get in the fast trains too, if you can.
We did. We got on the
Florence to Bologna 25
We
minutes.
got
Yeah,
on the
we.
fast train from Rome to Florence, didn't we?
Yeah,
And we splashed out on
first class. Oh, legroom.
Free biscuits.
And it showed you how fast you're going on the screen above, didn't it? It was about 200 miles an hour,
Yeah.
wasn't it? It was like, yes, faster than an F1 car. Anyway, question 10. Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Thunder can only happens when it's raining. Play love you when they're playing. Say women they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll know.
You'll know.
You'll know. I don't know how it got when in the rain it bathes you or something like that. I don't know how.
Washes, bathe.
Yeah, but it cut with
Makes
you know,
sense,
you
doesn't
knows. Yeah, that was a good in that one, and I honestly thought the players were no. The second line was a bit of a giveaway on that because it didn't translate that very well, like at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, it translated like really well, which is why it came out pretty much exactly.
Pretty much exactly the same, yeah. Yeah, but there we go. It was Fleetwood Mac and Dreams. Incidentally, I was listening to Fleetwood Mac while I wrote the quiz, hence the reason why we got a Fleetwood Mac song. I do like Fleetwood Mac, they're very good as well. So, Dreams. Not the cause, because it was only when I started to finalise the quiz, the questions. To be honest, I got it from you singing the rhythm. I just how I read it, I think. It's hard to read them like flat when you know the song that well. But the chorus famously covered it as well and had a massive hit. But we were looking for Fleetwood Mac. So if you put the chords, you didn't get it right. I'll everyone knows Fleetwood Mac anyway. Question 11, Ellen DeGeneres. And that's the picture we tweeted. But we'll just cover up that one there. Let's just put the icon on his nose. But that was actually, I was reading about this, it was actually an ad for Samsung. Yeah, so it wasn't a case of let's get all these Oscar-winning actors and actresses together. It was an advert for Samsung. Because they took the picture and had the Samsung phone like there with Samsung written across it there. So it was just an ad. Yep, it was just an advert. That should be the new background for season 4. You're right, John. I'll swap it for all our heads. That'll be really good, wouldn't it? Oh, yes. We were trying to think of the new background for season 4, actually, weren't we?
Yep.
That might be quite good. Just if I'm sat in the corner, like if I'm coming up from the corner there or something. We'll have a look. And I've got a couple of ideas. Season 4. Anyway, question 12. Asthma. That comes from the Greek to breathe hard. Asthma. I don't know what the actual Greek word is or phrasing is, but asthma. Question 13. Question 13. Roxy Music. I'm not going to sing it because I can't that well, but it's an absolute belter of a song. I don't think Brian Ferry looks like a whenever I saw him, looked a bit like a history teacher. You know?
Yes.
He did, didn't he? So we're getting right. I'm speeding through the questions here because the music's really fast on the background.
You're going about normal pace, actually.
Yeah, okay.
You're on for 90 minutes.
That's good. Question 14. Sir Terry Pratchett. Now, I spent about 20 minutes just reading quotes of Terry Pratchett. And that's probably my favourite one at the bottom. You give a man a fire, he's one for a day. But set fire to him, he's one for the rest of his life. That's from the book Jingo. But he's possibly my favourite author. I think I've read the vast majority of the Discworld books. And Commander Vimes is an absolute brilliant author. Great character. So funny. But yeah, Sir Terry Pratchett. It's part of the Discworld. Actually, they are releasing a Sam Vimes TV show on BBC, I think they're doing it, called based on one of the books, Night Watch it's called, where Commander Vimes ended up in the past and trains himself to be a copper. Really funny book, really good book, and I can't wait for the series when it comes. I think next year probably now because of what's going on with COVID and that. So it should be next year I think, but have a look out for it. The BBC are doing it. It's called, so should be really good. R.I.P. Sir Terry. Right, question 15. World Wrestling Entertainment. World Wrestling. If you put WWF as it used to be called, we'll accept that. But World Wrestling Entertainment Wrestling. 20 men, 30 men in a ring. Pretending to hit each other, and whoever comes out last wins. I mean, can you imagine how much?
The predetermined exit list.
Yes, the predetermined list of exits. Got to be thrown over the top rope to be ejected from the Royal Rumble, and whoever wins has a shot at the World Wrestling Entertainment Championship. I mean, they must go through a lot of baby oil.
Oh, I don't bear thinking about.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who wants to run around in the pants, grappling each other? It depends who it is, but yeah, it's just loads of blokes in their underwear, groping each other. I'll leave you there with that image. 16, The Lost Boys. What a movie! What a movie! You want to? Yeah, it does count, Janet. Yeah, I'll give you wrestling. Yeah, because it is.
Nobody's going to confuse it for like Greco-Roman wrestling.
No, it's not Olympic wrestling. Although Kurt Angle was a 2-time Olympic champion. Your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle.
All right, I'm not my Olympic champion, but okay.
No. The Lost Boys. What a movie! What a movie!
What's his face always reminds me of Billy Joel Armstrong?
Who? The guy who played Star. No, yeah, he played Michael. I forget his name. He played Michael, but Echo and the Bunnymen did one of the songs on the soundtrack. People Are Strange, brilliant. 17. It's cheese. It's not what they fertilise the plants with, Claire Mitchell. It's actually cheese. And that's all I can say. That's it. I can't say about that. It's like
feta, bit creamier than feta, apparently, a bit less salty than feta.
Yeah. Great soundtrack. Yeah, Hook technically right, but I was looking for the Lost Boys because Hook technically is the Peter Pan story, kind of as an adult, but I was looking for the Lost Boys. Question number 18, Vanessa Mae, and there she is representing Thailand at the Olympics. Now, I did read about this. She started skiing at age 4 and then violin age 5, and she did the violin more. She was always a big fan of skiing, and she wanted to do that more. Her dad was from Thailand. She was adopted by a British man. She's British. She was originally she represented Thailand because her birth father was from Thailand, and they can have, I think, because it's Thailand, they're able to have one unranked skier, one male, one female unranked skier enter the giant slalom event or the skiing event. She entered the giant slalom, came 67th out of 84, but she was last out with people who actually completed both runs. But she's an Olympian.
Hey, good for her.
And that's all that matters. Well done, Vanessa Mae. I watched her run. She was slow. She wasn't as good as the others, but it doesn't matter. She managed to make it to the Olympics, and she made it. Actually, went down the hill both times. So
Been to more Olympics than you have.
she's been to far more Olympics than I have, and all credit to her for doing it. Well done. 19, American Idiot. What an album! Green Day's American Idiot, and what a show as well. Absolutely brilliant. If you've not seen it, I recommend you do at some point. But the album is an absolute belter, and that is American Idiot by Green Day. It's a great, great, great show. I recommend you the Broadway version. It's on Spotify. It's really, really good. And that's it.
Good old Swedish Spotify.
Yeah, on Swedish Spotify. Watch a Green American Idiot on Broadway and the West End. But we saw it in Manchester, didn't we?
Yeah, it was great.
Dead good. You're right back.
Yeah.
And question 20, are we ready? KCOM Stadium, good old Hull. That's ours. Owned by the council. Owned by Hull City Council. And Christine's favourite album ever. Is it really? One of my favourites. Not my favourite ever, but one of my favourites. It's dead good.
I think if push came to shove, I could probably sing it from start to finish with no prompt.
What the whole album?
Yeah.
I probably could as well. I can play most of it on the guitar as well. Just not brilliantly. The best. I like to play Give Me Novocaine a lot on there.
Yeah.
That's one of the songs where I just think, yeah, it's just an absolute peach of a song. Anyway, John likes Dookie. I like in the morning. I like Dookie. Sometimes in the evening, depending on how I'm feeling.
Come on then.
Sorry, couldn't resist that one.
Very live.
Are we ready for this bonus round? This is a 25 pointer, and you have the numbers, don't you, Bex?
I do.
You want to get them ready?
I
Are we ready? Shall I read them in reverse order, or just 1 to 25?
have. Well, whatever you like, darling.
I'll read them 1 to 25. Number 1, Avengers Endgame. 2, Avatar. 3, Titanic. 4, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. 5, Avengers Infinity War. 6, Jurassic World. 7, The Lion King 2019. 8, The Avengers, the Marvel Avengers. And then Avengers Assembled, as it was known in the UK. At 9, Furious 7, Avengers Age of Ultron. What the hell's happened there? Okay. Then Avengers Age of Ultron. Then Black Panther. I thought I took all that out. And then 10, Black Panther. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Star Wars The Last Jedi. Oh, that's where it's gone wrong, because I put Star Wars The Last Jedi in twice. Then, at 12 and 13. Then, Jurassic World Fallen...
So what is... That's only 24.
No, it's not. It's 25, because two were on one line, and Star Wars is in twice. Yeah.
Two are on one line?
Yeah, two were on one line. Avengers Age of Ultron and Furious 7 are on the same line. And then, so Star Wars The Last Jedi, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Frozen, Beauty and the Beast 2017, The Incredibles 2, Fate of the Furious, Iron Man 3, Minions, Captain America Civil War, Aquaman, Spider-Man Far From Home, Captain Marvel, and then Transformers Dark of the Moon. They are the top 25 films of all time. I could fix that, but I just need to drop out.
Fix the slide, because...
Hang on then.
It's very, very upsetting.
Let me go back here and then I'll fix the slide. There, can you see it?
Then delete Star Wars.
And then delete that. And then I'll delete that.
Okay.
And then, as if by magic, there's no mistake. I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we were just trying to.
I just ironed out the mistake. So sorry. It was a formatting nightmare. This. So I'll read them again. Avengers Endgame, Avatar, Titanic, Star Wars Episode 7: The Force Awakens, Avengers Infinity War. It's out of 45, Janet, tonight, love. Jurassic World, the Lion King 2019, the Avengers Assemble or Avengers Marvel. Furious 7, which is the last one Paul Walker was in. Avengers Age of Ultron, Black Panther, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Star Wars The Last Jedi, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Frozen, Beauty and the Beast 2017, Incredibles 2, Fate of the Furious, Iron Man 3, Minions? Captain America Civil War, Aquaman, Spider-Man Far From Home, Captain Marvel, Transformers Dark of the Moon.
How many of them are Avengers Marvel related films?
How many of them are Avengers?
Hang on, 1, 2.
I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of the top 25. And
10.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 points. Just
10. I count 9. Which one am I missing? For Endgame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's it. 6, 7, 8, 9. What am I missing? I've got 9. One, 2, 3, 4. Aquaman's DC.
Well,
yeah. So if you know most of the Marvel movies, you're going to get at least 9 of them in there, because they have been an absolute cash cow. I mean, Endgame was huge for a 3.5 hour long movie. It was absolutely mental. So, and Aquaman, the highest grossing, probably just because of Jason Momoa being Jason Momoa. So it was out of 45 people.
Janet got 12.
Oh, that was good.
Janet got 12.
Auntie Janet got 12. John got 27.
There was more.
Freya Bentos Club. Let's go back to the main cam. Then it's on the big screen then, isn't it?
He's got 26.
Christine got 17. 26 for the Wonkies.
26 for the Wonkies. 17 for who?
How did you do? Christine, the Freya Bentos Club. We'll go back to that in a few minutes. We'll talk numbers in a few minutes with the whole the amount of money they've made, because it's just the numbers are astronomical, aren't they, for Endgame?
27 for Robert.
27 for Robert. Claire Mitchell got 29.
29 for
Claire.
Come on.
24 for Gaynor. You get 1 point per answer in the bonus, yeah. As always. I like that bonus. That was good, that one.
Michelle win.
Michelle wins, not give her a score yet.
Joe's not in.
No, Joe's not in now. Or Sarah and the Higgies aren't in either.
Where's Joe's not in? Right.
Michelle win 23 out of 45, she thinks. 15 in the questions 8 film, so yeah, 23. All those films are rather recent. They're all pretty recent as well. I think the oldest one on there is probably Titanic. Or Jurassic Park was on there, but it's Jurassic. Yeah. The first Jurassic Park, we watched Jurassic Park last night. I'm sure there's no Lord of the Rings. I'll go back to that in a sec, actually. Let's go back to it. Yeah, I mean, we watched Jurassic Park last night. That's what sort of put me down this path. I think the movies is more accessible now. I think it's a lot cheaper than it was. I mean, it's like what, 4 or 5 quid I think now at the cinema in the UK for a place like View and Odeon Lux. But Endgame was, I tell you what, Endgame was destined to be that big. I mean, Infinity War was massive anyway. But Endgame just finished everything off, didn't it, for that whole Infinity Saga? And I think it's because they built it up through, well, what was it, 27 movies? They just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, Iron Man 3 was the first one after the first Avengers film. The Avengers itself was really good, and then Iron Man 3 was the first one afterwards. So a lot of people were like, how are they going to cope with post that? You know?
To answer the Lord of the Rings, highest grossing film was The Return of the King with 1.142 billion.
What did Transformers make?
More.
How much? What's the numbers?
Transformers Dark of the Moon grossed 1.123 billion. Let me go back. 1.14 versus 1.23. So it's only just. Only just missed out. On 25.
I mean, Michael Bay's Michael Bay. He's a cash cow, isn't he? Again for the Transformers movies. But there's not been a good Transformers movie since the 1984 original.
All right.
I'm biased. I'm kind of sad, disappointed. Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker's not in there, but I think there was such a poor fan backlash from Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and I think it's for the simple reason is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Well, there was tons of fan theories I was reading, and a lot of people were really upset that The Last Jedi wasn't their fan theory, and I think that's crippled Star Wars. It's got that problem with Star Wars, I think.
Right. Is that all the numbers in?
I think that's all the numbers in. I think we've got all the numbers in.
No Joe, no Sarah, no Stuart.
Is anyone else submitting scores? Any more scores to submit? Or have we got them all? You had gone with the win gainer, yeah. Fury 7 was the last one with Paul Walker, so I think it had that, and Fate of the Furious was Fast and Furious 8. I think that had that sort of hangover because that came really quick, Fate of the Furious after Furious 7. Black Panther was just absolutely brilliant, isn't it, as well?
Avengers Endgame, $2.796 billion.
Wow. What was Avatar, just incidentally?
All you've put is 2.79 billion. You haven't done the third decimal place.
Yeah, I've got that from the website where it's come from, that's all.
Well, how did you verify it?
As they put they did all the legwork through Wikipedia and IMDb and a couple of other films as well, sites as well. I am aware Endgame is the highest grossing film of all time. And I think that's going to take some beating. It's going to need something massive to beat that, because that was an absolute astronomical. It's a big task to sit through all 27 movies.
Okay, so it was 2.789.
Right. Okay.
For Avatar.
Right.
Wait a second.
So we are up to Infinity War on our MCU rewatch as well, aren't we? So we've got them to keep going on with. At the minute, we just haven't got around to watching Infinity War. But let's get some final scores in then. We've got all this. Do we have all the numbers?
I think so.
Have we got all the scores submitted?
Other people that were submitting, I think. So.
Do you want to do the honours then, Beck?
So, the winner today with 29 points is Claire Mitchell.
Claire, if you'd like to drop John a PM with your boring pick of the week, and John will gladly put that up for you. Let me just come out of this screen. Come out of that screen. Go back to the main. Claire, if you'd like to give John a shout for your boring pick of the week, well done for winning this week. Well done.
In second place.
Is this in tonight's second place?
Tonight's second place.
Yeah, tonight's second place.
Is John Robinson.
Is John Robinson in second place? Well done, John.
27
Second place with 27 points. You're in second. And who was third tonight, Becky?
Dawn and Martin.
The Wonkies.
With 26.
Wonky Warriors, 26. Well done, guys. Well done, 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 well done.
Not far behind, 24 was Gaynor. And then hot on her heels, Michelle with 23. Then the Frey Bentos Survivors Club was 17. And Auntie Janet and Uncle Kev on 12.
It's okay. Right.
So what does this do to the overall numbers?
Have you tallied it up?
I have.
I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this.
What?
Yeah, I was told that was unfair. I just wanted to leave in suspense.
It's like,
Right.
Like when you're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and they're like, we'll see you after the break to find out
Right
whether
then.
you've got it right.
Right then. Go on then, Becky. So we've got 3 face masks, and then a smaller prize for second place as well as a face mask, and and a first prize we get some slightly larger and a face mask as well. Face mask will be BG Fob / Spectacular Quiztacular, or the other way around, Spectacular Quiztacular / BG Fob. Or if you want to create your own design, if you've got an image you want to put on a face mask, forward it to me and I'll put it up and I'll get it paid for and shipped to you. Any excess monies will go to NHS charities there via PayPal, so this prize fund will be emptied tonight or over the weekend, the rest of this weekend. I don't take any money from this at all. It's all going to the NHS or to your prizes. So well done to everyone who's played.
Right, do you want to know what the standings are then?
Who is winning a face mask only in third place?
In third place. I need you to come round here, Richard. I told you.
So, we have a little bit of a problem.
Now, let's just throw it out, I reckon. There is a tie
For second and
place.
third. Yes, tie for second and third. So,
Do we?
why don't we do the tiebreaker, and for second and third, it's classed as a point.
Okay.
Okay? So, I want all of you to answer the tiebreaker, because we're not going to say who it is until we know. Alright? So, I'll go back. Well, I'll do that.
This
And
is
then I'll
tense.
go back. So this one, I want you all to answer, but only second and third are going to get a point for this. All third are going to get a point
What
for
if we
this.
both get it right, though? We need to just have them both answer it.
We're not doing catch up on this one, John. It's the final, so when we aren't doing catch up on the final.
Why don't we just have them two battle it out for second place?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let me get a quick fire question up.
This is
Or a couple of quick fire questions up.
Right, no, let's just do the tiebreaker for those.
Okay. And if we need it, we'll do something else as well.
Alright.
Are you ready?
So, right. With 92 points, John Robbo and Claire Mitchell.
The pair of you are doing the tiebreaker. Okay? You're both doing the tiebreaker. Claire and John. So, are you ready for this? It's not a double tiebreaker. This is for second place.
In the overall standings.
In the overall standings. Are you ready for this?
I hope you don't both get it.
If you both get it...
We just have to do the same prize for them.
No, if we don't get it, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
Go to my hard questions.
Oh, and just do like a golden goal.
Hard questions.
Just ask the damn question.
Damn it. There you go.
Ask the damn question.
Are you ready? Boom. How many zeros in a Google? How many zeros in a Google?
Oh, you asked your Google.
Have you just brought it up? Oh, have I? Is it done ask Google? My Google Assistant answered. My Google Assistant can't win a face mask. How many zeros in a Google? While you answers, have a think. No Googling. I'm going to have my Fanta. Or a sip of my Fanta.
I can't deal with this anymore. There's too much stress. Just answer the question. I need to know who's won. Well, who's
But you're not the only one. So, Claire's gone with 17. John, what is your answer, pal? Closest wins. John says 15. Closest without going over. Do you want to know where's?
Yes!
I think you already know because you got the answer in front of you. Claire said 17. And John said 15. Do you want to know what it is?
Yes!
I'm just going to do that.
So Claire won.
Yep, can you give the point to Claire, please, Lex?
I'll give 1 point to Claire.
Claire gets 1 point. The answer is 100 zeros, and that is 100 zeros on a Google. That is one Google. 25, and as far as 25.
That's a lot of zeros.
That's a lot. And you now know why Google's called Google.
Do I? Okay, so now, following a very tense tiebreaker,
So, Claire,
which was dragged out longer than it
well
needed
done.
to be.
Well, you know, you got suspense for second place. So,
In third place is the illustrious John Robinson with 92 points. In second place is Claire Mitchell with a nail-biting 93 points. And in first place with 99 points is Gaynor. Woo! You did-
Gaynor, sorry, I was reading John's answer. Gaynor, well done. You won, love. Gaynor, well done. 99 points. That was brilliant. Really, really well done.
Can I just give a shout out to Dawn and Martin, who were only very marginally picked out of the
Third place.
third place slot on 90 points.
Wow.
So, you know, just
It was a tight midfield battle. It was like the Mercedes and the midfield in Formula One. That was a question first one of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire won on. Wow, I didn't know that. So, here's what I need from you guys. Claire, John, Gaynor, send us your address. The face masks we've found, I found them with John, so you know exactly what you're getting, Robert. And we will send you a prize from the PayPal fund. It'll be a customised face mask, so if you want your own design on it, let us know. If not, it'll be either the bottom half of my face, which would be really, really funny actually, or BG Fob / Spectacular Quiztacular. Whatever you want, let me know, and we'll send you that as soon as we can. There'll also be something from Amazon. Second prize was Claire, wasn't it? Claire Mitchell.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I bought on a Secret Santa off Amazon a wheelie bin mug.
Yeah.
For second place, and for third, probably a mug, and for first, for Gaynor, probably the mug and tote bag maybe. What do you reckon? Yeah, a mug and a tote bag as well, Gaynor. So you're going to get a mug, a tote bag, and a face mask coming your way, Gaynor. For you, Claire, the mug as well as the face mask, and for John, you're getting a face mask. And the rest of it's going to the NHS. Let me get off this bloody screen because I'm tiny. So, well done. So remember, if you want the bottom half of my face, let me know. So you can have my beard. Or we'll get you some. Or
something that you'll actually wear out.
Or if you just find us your design, we will get it made up for you on Tinterweb and shipped to you as soon as we can. Obviously, there will be a delay in shipping because of the problem with face masks is quite high demand at the minute. So it will be done as soon as possible. Yeah, plus anything personalised will take a bit longer. But send me a PM on Facebook and we'll get them started out to you as soon as we can. John, yours is coming too. What we'll do, I'll update you next week with how much we donated to the NHS charities. But we are going to use that 54 quid. It's going to go tonight, tomorrow, over the weekend, whenever you message me. We will with your chosen designs. We'll start collecting us for season 4's prize fund contribution next week. If you want to donate, if you want to contribute, you don't have to, but we really appreciate. I really appreciate if you do, because it means that I get to give out awesome prizes to awesome people. And next week it's going to be the Google Translate special, so it should be a laugh, and it's just for fun next week. I can't do prizes next week because, I mean, John, it might be good for you to do the banner pick from the Google Translate picture, but it's going to be our Google Translate fun next week. So with that, we'll leave it there. Claire, DM me, love. Right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for this season. It's been really good fun.
It's been a long one.
It's been a long day today. It's been a long stream today. It's a 2-hour stream today. It's been a long few days trying to set this up, but thank you guys. Thank you. We will see you next week for some fun with Google Translate. Shout bye, Bex.
Bye.
Bye.